Welcome to another episode of Candid Conversations, hosted by yours truly, Tech Coach Ralph, where we are engineered to win. In the final episode of Candid Conversations for 2023, we are going to keep it short and simple. I want to talk to you today about just saying, okay, right? It's interesting because I've been saying okay to certain things for a while now. And some people, when I give them that final okay, they know what it means and like, "No, no, no, no," right? Because some people, they might try to get you to see their point, even when you are giving them the reasons why you just don't see it that way. And then, you have to evaluate it sometimes to see, is it worth it to keep going? Or if it makes no difference, then just say, "Okay," and keep it moving, right? So, it's interesting because, just the other day, came across, I'm not sure what she is, but her name is Mel Robbins, and it was on the Diary of a CEO, and it was about 2 words that should pretty much fix everything for you, right? I didn't watch the whole entire thing because it was pretty long, but I was curious to see what those 2 words were. And those 2 words were "let them." And listening to her concept about it, which I will put a link to a 15-minute explanation that she gives about it. But listening to that, I was like, "Well, you know what? I kind of employ that strategy on a regular basis." Because one thing that I do not like whatsoever is to go back and forth with people, trying to debate about a point, to the like, especially when if especially if I have the results that you would want, and you're trying to tell me why what I'm telling you is wrong or doesn't work or whatever the case may be, I'm usually just like, okay, do you, right? To me, her 2 words of "let them" is for me like okay or do you, because at the end of the day, you're gonna do you and I'm gonna do me, right? And one of the things that like, I think I've said this before, right? I'm allergic to complaining. My biggest pet peeve is complaining, right? So when people come and ask you for what you think about something or your advice, and you start to give it, and they start to give you pushback about what they ask you for, right? For me, I'm always like, all right, cool. Okay, go ahead. Like, just tell me what you think, right? And the reason being is I really don't think that it's worth putting all your energy into trying to solve other people's problems that they don't want to solve for themselves, right? I have no problem like helping someone understand something, explaining a concept, saying, okay, like if you ask my opinion, sharing it. But if you want my opinion just so you can argue with me, after the first or maybe, if you're lucky, maybe second back and forth, I'm like, all right, cool. You know, there is so much more things that you can be doing with your time. So much more things that are going to be more valuable to you, that are going to produce much better results than going back and forth with somebody who they don't even have their own best interest in mind, right? So many times people just want to argue with you, and to me, it's really not worth it. So, on our last candid conversation for 2023, I want us to prepare ourselves to go into 2024 so that we can be super, super focused on our goals. And how do we become super, super focused on our goals? Well, I think if we employ the strategy of, okay, so someone is trying to bait you into going back and forth with them, and you give them your perspective, the way that you see it, especially when they're asking you. Because look, if someone's not asking you for your opinion, then don't give it, right? Don't give it. Say save that time to go work on whatever you have to work on. You know, maybe you're trying to learn a new skill. Maybe you're trying to learn a new language. Maybe whatever it is, go and focus every second that you have on that. But, you know, we like to offer our perspective, our advice when asked, right? So somebody asks you, give it to them. But if they try to argue you down on why you're wrong after asking you and all that type of stuff, then okay, get back to doing whatever you have to do. Get back to doing whatever you have to do because that's where the real results and the growth is going to come from. There's no time to be like trying to, and it's not even force them to see it your way. It's just that it's not going to benefit you, right? Just go and get your results. Focus on yourself. In 2023, we've made too many excuses. We've waited to get started for too long. So let's get started now to hit the ground running in 2024. Everything else people want to argue about and tell you how you should be doing it this way, just say, okay. Right? Cool. Okay. You got it. No need to argue. No need to waste time. Just go ahead and do whatever you have to do. I've seen so many people who they're looking to be in a particular position, and you say, "Oh, you know what? These are some of the strategies that can help," right? And they never employ it. They don't do anything with it, right? So, but, there's still a lot of complaining that comes out from them, right? So we're not even going to look at that anymore. We're going to be super focused, moving in a straight line. We're not going to let things get us distracted, the way that people feel, the things that they want to do. We're not getting distracted. We are moving straight forward. And we are going to attack and crush our goals. Right? That is my message for you to end this 2023, going into 2024 for us to hit the ground running. Just tell them okay. All right? If they want to do something else, okay. If they want to try to bait you into a discussion, an argument, or whatever, okay. And then you get right back to work. If they want to come along on the ride with you to success, come on. But if you try to stir the train or the ship off course, okay, cool. Feel free to get off. And let's go out there and win. That is my message to you for wrapping up this year. Thank you for tuning in to these Candid Conversations. I hope that you found them very helpful and informative, and I look forward to continuing them with you in 2024. But until then, enjoy this Christmas day and have a happy New Year's, and I will see you in 2024 ready to get to work. But on that note, thank you for tuning in, and this is Tech Coach Ralph signing off for 2023. See you in 2024.
If you enjoyed the fascinating information shared in this video and you want more, be sure to hit the subscribe button to Tech Coach Ralph to be notified for new videos.
Enigmatic Joker.